Hello and welcome to Mobile Friday. Today's game is this year's iPhone Game of the Year. It is Honkai Star Rail. And I'm surprised I haven't actually got around to playing this yet. So, because it got Game of the Year, and as I haven't played it, I have a different Game of the Year, I'm really interested to see what this brings, what happens here. So, you can see it is version 1.5.0. So, a couple of weeks old now. So you and I, let's see what happens when we start the game for the first time. Oh, horizontal. Nope. So I'm playing this on my iPhone Pro 14. So your screen and my screen, the dynamic island is on the right side. I don't think I have anything signed up here, so excuse me a minute whilst I sign up. Alright, so I decided to sign up with Game Center on the phone rather than Apple. So it seems a strange choice, but never mind. Right, we can see settings here, so let's do that first. English, that's okay. Okay. Now graphics is what I was interested in. I'm going to hit very high, because I have a Pro 14, so I feel like it should work. Frames per second. I want to try 120, but I'm not too sure if this isn't the newest phone. The 15 you can probably do it, but let's try it. But it's weird that we got all these choices. So yeah, it says custom. Okay, shadow, reflection, character, environmental, specials, bloom, anti-aliasing, light quality. There's a lot of choices there, and there's not a lot of information as to what happens if you change it. Like on a PC. Oh, well, a good game on PC. If you have these options and changed it, there'll be like a picture or video running so you could see how it affects the game. I'm wondering if we can change this in-game. So I'll leave this as it is for now. We can see what happens later. You see it's Asia because that's where I currently live. But I could change it to a different server if I wanted to. But I'll keep it Asia for now. Oh, wanted me to confirm, okay. Oh no. I don't like games when they do this. 374 megabytes. So straight up, if you get this game, you cannot, well, you shouldn't play it outside until you've started it at least once. 374 megabytes. It is a lot to download on your mobile contract. For me, I'm set up on Wi-Fi. So this is happening Wi-Fi, and that's one of the reasons why it's kind of quick, because it's kind of like my internet here. If you've seen my Cloud Monday videos, you can see on the PS4 the speed test we do after each video. So that's PS4 that's Ethernet. This is Wi-Fi. So video quality, not too bad. I think your video quality is a little bad compared to what I'm getting. So let's start. Unfortunately, there are going to be some restrictions on what video quality you guys get, because I'm using the HDMI out on my phone, and it's Lightning, not USB-C, so there is not the best quality. But it's a nice intro bit, this bit. Reminds me a bit of Final Fantasy 13, right at the beginning when you're on the train and the enemy soldiers. But that's an old reference. This looks good. Again, because this is a 14 and I'm using a lightning cable, you're not going to be able to get exactly what I have on my screen here. It's just the limitations, or one of the limitations of the lightning port. We got 3 symbols at the top here. What do they mean? Is there really not enough space for them to label that? Like, do I have to type press button? Is there not like an autoplay? How can I press one of these buttons? Okay, that removes it. Oh, that's autoplay. Whoops.
Task this time is just to place the target properly.
I forgot to put the sound on.
If you want to go look for some fun yourself, I won't stop you. I mean, after all. After all, Elio didn't put it in the script. Why would it matter?
Ooh, flashy. Okay.
This won't take long.
So I have to press that twice, do I then? I don't mind tutorials that use in-game action. That's not bad. So, can I do that anywhere on screen? I can. You can't see where I'm pressing. Investigate.
Who's this? Herta?
Yeah.
She looks so young. She was already famous in the last Amber era, no? She has to be at least 100 years old.
She's a member of the Genius Society and an emanator of Noose the Erudition. She could probably age backwards if she wanted.
Yeah, I seem to recall that over half of the Genius Society's 80-odd members had a normal death. Wasn't there someone who lived for a dozen days or so? What was their name?
That's pretty normal. Aren't the immortal bosses in games always waiting for the protagonist to come kill them? Immortality is not always a good thing.
Oh, what an alliance joke.
I kind of want to move the camera. So this right side's camera, left side is moving. Okay. It's going to take a little bit of time to get used to controls. But graphically, stupendous. It's probably the best looking game I've played all year. But good looking game does not mean best game.
When did the Antimatter Legion become so weak?
I could only attract this much. Did you really want the entire Legion to come
move
here?
up.
This lot won't be able to slow down the astral.
I know there's an exclamation mark top left, but
Relax. A
no idea what it
Beast
means.
is also here.
Ooh. Turning seems a bit like it takes a lot more space to turn than I anticipated. Actually did hit the tag button, but then the tutorial came up at the same time.
May as well kill them all.
Fight enemies, generate energy. Sure thing. But it's turn-based. You see on the top left, even though the game hasn't pointed it out, that's the order of who's playing.
Good times never last. Time to say bye.
That's cool. I am noticing that there's the odd occasional stutter here.
Cleaning up other people's mess isn't in my job description. You know, Kafka?
Yeah. Where did you send it, Silverwolf?
Some random coordinates, not important. You care about where that Void Ranger ended up?
Of course not. I'm just amazed at this fancy technique of yours, as usual.
Just a little trick of tampering with the data of reality. I wouldn't call it fancy.
What were you looking at so intently just now? Let me see.
Herta's Toys, a catalog featuring the space station's collection of rare items. They've got a lot of interesting gadgets.
Like what?
There's this gun. It can rate any creature within its crosshair as a score from 0 to 100.
Doesn't sound very interesting.
Aren't you curious about how much you would score? I kinda wanna know mine.
What's this got to do with the
Fine.
plot? If
Think
they're
it's
under
good to
attack, it does feel
mind
like
play with it, if it's not too far.
unnecessary
What's our
banter.
destination?
Go down the corridor behind the door on the left. There's a room where some kind of rare item is stored.
So that's where the Stellaron is.
That's where we can find out where the Stellaron is.
Now, I said tap anywhere to close, and I was tapping on the picture and it didn't close. Okay, switching's pretty quick. I'm going to hit top left with exclamation mark. I see. What I'm going to do is settings. I'm going to change the frames per second to 60. I was wondering if that will help with the odd stutter I'm getting. So, top left. Okay, optional tutorial. Don't mind that. Kind of want to jump. But there doesn't seem to be anything that would jump. So the stairs have that, so I was looking the map the wrong way. Yeah, very fine controlling. It's not great.
Lots of Legion Void Rangers there.
Okay.
So run up on him, see if that would help. Okay, now I was explaining the order. Oh, so I didn't use my ultimate immediately
More enemies.
because
Time for a buzz.
it wasn't my turn. But now it's telling me I don't need to worry about that. I feel like that needs to be
Combat needs
said
optimizing.
earlier.
At this speed, too slow.
That's cool. I like that. You see, I don't have a PS5, so I haven't played this yet. if you come back to the game and having not played it for a while, you can check all of these. It's a bit lazy on the game, but at least there is something there to help you.
Hold it. Someone or something is up ahead.
Huh, just randomly appeared.
Looks like we're the ones getting ambushed.
But they're the ones getting besieged.
Uh-huh. Skill. It was a little weird that skills were introduced and then the limit was put onto them quite quickly. Also a little strange, only one of the characters on screen then.
Remember it.
I know our turn's finished, but we're kind of a team. It feels just a little weird that one of them disappears on us, whereas all the enemies are there. But then you see, we had both of us when we've both been attacked.
May as well kill them all.
I know, it's a little weird. I wonder if that's the case on PS5. You know, the PS5 is a much more powerful platform than...
Stand still.
She just hacked twice?
Not a single soul here. Impressive evacuation work. Did Herta organize it herself?
According to the access history, she hasn't logged in here for over 6 months. The evacuation was directed by the acting lead researcher, a girl named Asta.
It doesn't ring a bell. Oh, right. Elio said we wouldn't run into Herta. It seems she really isn't here. Where's the Stellaron?
Elio's script doesn't include any info about the location of the Stellaron, which means in the future he foresees...
We would find the Stellaron in a non-physical way.
This space station is packed with extraordinary objects. I wouldn't be surprised if there's one that can make it happen.
Well, hiding something extraordinary with something extraordinary. This is pretty Herta. I assume you know what to do. I mean, you've read the catalog for quite a while.
I've got all the clues we need. The only piece missing is a simple trick. Help me investigate the terminal in this room. Our item might be inside.
Okay, the stage is yours. Huh? I can't see the memory.
This is the monitoring room. They must have deleted the records and made a run for it. Classic.
I can see the whole space station on the surveillance screen, but not the Stellaron.
Even if you could, it'd be a trap. Herta doesn't display her collections. Make your way over here then. There's no point in trying to search like this.
Yeah, the
So,
controlling's just a
got
little bit
master
off.
plan? I'm all ears.
It's a matter of hacking the surveillance system directly.
Aha, I see. Herta's collections aren't in the system, so anything unaffected should be our target.
Simple, crude, but effective. Look, found it.
Huh. What's this?
Item number 211, Line Spot. A simple light deflecting field. It allows an object in its field to pass unnoticed, but if a different item ceases to be obvious, the object gets revealed.
So, Herta hides her collection with something as simple as this?
The simplest method is the hardest to spot. Isn't that our motto?
That effect right at the back there, that's cool.
Strange thing number 2.
The data suggests it's just an ordinary hologram, but it has an added layer.
Let's take a look. Don't worry, this place won't be our grave.
Ooh.
Interesting.
If that's the loading screens,
It's a
that's pretty,
member
yeah,
of
that's pretty
Genius
nice.
Society, all right.
The Stellaround is up ahead. Huh. It has its own security system. I guess even for Herta, a Stellaround is no ordinary rarity.
Can you get it?
Of course. Even the genius Herta can't compete with me when it comes to hacking.
Good. Then I'll also count on you with the preparation of the receptacle.
The receptacle's ready. Your decision.
Elio said this decision would bring about lots of changes.
He also said,
I
it
guess,
must be
you know,
who makes it.
it's a story is being told, and I'm not completely buying it. The space station is under attack, but everyone seems so calm about it. There's no shaking, no explosions, just a few random enemies here and there. And whilst all that's happening, we're calmly getting this thing. Now we've got to put it in something?
Want to give him a new name?
Well, let's see if Albion works.
There we go. How much does he remember?
I'll remember you.
Time to get up. Oh.
Yeah. Where am I? All those questions are good.
A space station, but that's not important. Listen, you are in a daze right now. You don't know who you are, why you're here, or what you're going to do next. You think I look familiar, but you're not sure if you should trust me. None of that matters. All you need to know is that I'm leaving, and you will be left all alone on this space station. From now on, you needn't think about your past or doubt yourself. Listen, in the near future, you will encounter all kinds of perils and hardships, but you will also have many wonderful experiences. You'll meet companions who will treat you like family and embark on surreal adventures with them. At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve. This is your future that Elio has foreseen. Do you like it? The next stop, to pave the way for the future that is written. It's like weaving brocade. You and I can only add one gold thread each time, but eventually, we will make a gorgeous pattern.
How long do you think you need? According to the script, the Astral Express crew is arriving soon. We should avoid being seen by them.
Wait, that's that train, I think.
Silver Wolf, just give me another minute. I must leave now. Don't worry, someone will come and find you very soon. Just go with them. You won't remember a thing except me. When you have a chance to make a choice, Make one that you know you won't regret.
Yeah, this beginning is weird. Like I said, a story's happening, but
From the space station?
I don't feel like I understand it quite yet. Don't quite feel part of it.
Weak heartbeat and pulse. March, you better do CPR.
Huh? I've never done it before. Don Hung, you do it. Wait, stop it. They're awake. Are you all right? Can you hear me? Do you remember your name? Aw, this isn't good. Can you try harder? I'm sure you can at least remember your name.
Nice to meet you. My name's Don Hung. And this is March 7th.
March 7th. Weird name.
The space station was just attacked by the Antimatter Legion. We came to help with the rescue at the request of lead researcher Asta.
Goons owned by the destruction. You're lucky the most dangerous Lord Ravager among them isn't around. Just some nasty minions. We'll take those invaders out soon. Don't worry.
Wait, they haven't defeated them yet.
Uh-huh. A petite cutie with pink hair? Madame Herta appointed her to be the acting lead researcher. That girl really needs to step up. I can't believe her own employee doesn't even know her name.
Back to the Master Control Zone. Asta and the other researchers have gathered there.
Plus, that's where we parked the Astral Express. Don't you worry. We'll protect you from the monsters and clear up this mess. Don Hung and I are members of the Astral Express crew.
Well, the Express has some dealings with Madame Herta, so we come to visit the space station from time to time.
We just so happened to arrive during this invasion. Of course, as a crew of heroes, we're happy to lend a hand. Yeah, you've never seen it? The Express comes here every once in a while.
It's a unique train that can travel between the stars with the power of the Trailblaze Eon.
I'll show you once we're back to the Master Control Zone.
You and March go back together.
Yep, still got a few questions.
Arlan from the security department lost contact in the vicinity. I need to find him first.
Oh, all right. You stay safe. Maybe you should take this. The Legion are rampaging through the space station like a
Is
pack
that a
of
baseball
wolves.
bat?
This trip won't be a walk in the park. It's better if you have something to protect yourself. Just a suggestion, though. You're safe as long as you stick with me.
Alright, there it is. Path of Destruction. What's all that mean? So she's preservation. I'm destruction. Okay. So the hunt is the main damage dealer. You know, groups, buffs, debuffs, defensive, and heals. So she, preservation, defensive abilities. The quantum attacks, imaginary, wow. So there's a lot here that we don't really know just yet, but hopefully the game will tell us. Yes, it is a baseball bat. There's no combo, it's more like just singular
This
attack.
is full of fancy little gadgets. Herda's collection. I really don't get why she'd go out of her way to collect them and then leave them here to gather dust.
Well, we're about halfway through the video, so what I'm going to do, put the phone down, I'm going to pick up my Xbox Series Bluetooth controller and just see if the game has Bluetooth. I haven't seen anything
Enough
in the
dilly-dallying.
instructions
We
that
gotta
explicitly
go.
say so. So, nope. No controller support. Not a huge problem. Oops. It just feels a little bit strange
It's the
having a baseball
Antimatter
bat.
Legion. So these crazy jerks made it all the way here. My turn.
Makes sense.
Let's make it quick.
So we're physical, which is weak to those guys. I mean, those guys are weak to it. Wait, the other one disappeared. So it doesn't do much damage, but he does.
You have the worst
Disappeared as
luck
well.
running into me.
Let's make it better up.
Watch this.
Let's go.
I think I'm getting the hang of the
You're stronger than you
battles.
look. Seem to be quite the fighter.
The game does keep adding stuff onto it.
So we'll take that elevator on the central platform to go down to the master control zone. Do you know the way?
No. Don't know the way.
I noticed that you're not wearing the space station staff uniform. Do you really work here? Memory loss, huh?
It
You
is a
must
bit
have
of a
been
trope,
injured.
a stereotype maybe
I won't
that
ask if you don't want to talk about it.
RPGs, especially from Asia,
Let's go.
especially
I'll
from
take you to the
Japan,
safe zone.
rely on the amnesia for exposition in the beginning of games, and yeah, I can see it. Oh, not. Okay. So I don't have what I need. So I can just hit them, but they're not weak to it.
With me out here, how can we lose?
Let's
Flashy,
make it
but not
quick.
too flashy. Wait, my super's got a train and we haven't been there yet. It's a little weird. I should have hit the blast. There we go. The shield is not, considering how clear and big everything else is on the screen, the shield is kind of small.
My turn. Gotta try hard sometimes.
I feel like
Check out this
it would have made more sense if there was a second bar underneath the health bar for that.
Let's go.
So the ultimate only seems to last one turn. What's the space anchor? Does recover all. Oh, yes, I was looking at the wrong thing. Our health has been restored, and this anchor's got another, I don't know, 81 or so, 71 to go before it's fully recharged.
Is that all?
There's an enemy there. We can't go that way. Okay, let's just take the elevator.
I knew it. But it wasn't me. The Antimatter Legion must have broken it. Too bad Donhung's not here. He's like a walking encyclopedia. He knows a ton of complicated stuff. Maybe even elevator repair.
I don't know that one.
Whoa! Why are you here? And how did you get here before us?
I took another route to the upper level, and I saw you guys from up there. Arlan is in the control room. He's been injured, but not fatally.
You found him. Will he know what to do about this elevator?
I suppose as the head of the security department, he should know.
Then let's go talk to him.
Should we be suspicious by that, or is that just him? Cool character art though.
March, stay with the group. Don't rush off.
Quick setup. Yeah, I guess that works. Wait. Does that mean we've got one of those? Or is level 5 the highest he can go? Can we level up? We can. Can she level up? I don't have materials, okay. Wait, where do we go now? Around the back? Something new? What's this then? It's weird when that line goes across the screen because the dynamic island is the first time the island really gets in the way of anything. I wasn't paying attention to what they're weak to.
What's this?
Let's make it quick.
You can see this guy's and the guy to the right, they're kind of flashing the middle bits, which means they're weak to it. But they're kind of strong still. 2 hits, okay.
Just a scratch.
So now we've been highlighted, so defend us.
While I give you a present.
Let's go.
Again, that shield is so small.
Rules are made to be broken.
Nice and flashy. Let's get rid of him. And
Batter up.
that one, yep.
You can't run.
What does this one do? Ah, okay.
I told
not
you
bad.
I could fight.
Let's make it quick.
The combat's pretty satisfying in this game. Just camera, not the best.
Hey,
Looks pretty good for someone
you're all
injured.
together?
Yep, we're from the Astral Express.
Oh. Did Madame Herta send you to help?
I thought Dan was already here and
It's just a
explained it.
coincidence. We came to deliver the rare relic Herta trusted us to find. We didn't expect to arrive during an invasion.
Why is the Antimatter Legion targeting you guys? It seems they just ignored the surface of the planet and came straight to the space station.
I have no idea. The Legion came at a very suspicious time, almost right after the security system suddenly failed. Lead researcher Asta immediately began to organize the evacuation. I was supposed to cover everyone as they evacuated, but I didn't expect to end up failing in this task.
Don't be too hard on yourself. Your leg and dominant hand were injured. It was a wise decision to hide here and avoid a head-on encounter with the Legion.
Yeah, most of the staff have been evacuated safely. So right now our highest priority is to return to the Master Control Zone and plan a counterattack. So, do you know how to use the elevator? I couldn't start it.
After the evacuation was complete, the elevators were all shut down to keep the Legion away from the Master Control Zone. Since Lady Asta sent you to look for me, I assume she must have given you the encryption key for accessing the elevator system?
Oh, right. She did give me some sort of card.
March.
But where did I
Yeah,
put
I was waiting for something like that.
You...
Kind of another stereotype, the ditzy girl.
Here it is.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Now that we found the key, we should get going. We can use that console over there to unlock the elevator.
Yeah, you can move quicker than you can move the camera. That's always the thing that's tripping me up at the moment.
Let's go.
Hold on. I only activated the elevator on the highest floor. We'll have to go there to use it. Because I mustn't give the Legion any chance to reach the Master Control Zone by the elevator. I must ensure the safety of the station staff. So I'll have to trouble you to take a bit of a detour. Apologies.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
My leg is injured. I'd only slow you down. I'll stay here and shut down the elevator once you've made it to the Master Control Zone.
You won't slow us down. And you should be able to shut down the elevators from the Master Control Zone, right?
Agreed. He and I made it here safely, and now we've also got Danhung. We're more than enough to protect you. Let us worry about the Antimatter Legion. You just follow us and keep yourself alive.
Thank you.
What's this, another new thing? Traces. Ah, kind of like a skill tree. level 1. So maybe we can do it. Oh no, max level. Max level. We need more level up. Does he have traces? He does. What's that? What was that? Bronze thing? Is that a trophy? Oh, camera. Wait. Yeah, for the camera you kind of have to take your finger up and move it. Whereas when you control 5 directions, you can keep your finger down and just do it that way. It's no problems.
My turn.
Okay, they're weak to this. I'm not going to waste the ultimate. Feels like battle's over. Yeah.
Oh, shiny. Ooh, sparkly.
It's not the way to go. So, maybe this way.
Freeze.
Hasn't said how those recharge.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Let's deal with you first.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this
With
awesome move.
quite a few of those weak to this, hopefully we'll be left with just a couple. Well, we got there.
The time is now.
You have the worst luck, Ren.
Them leaving the stage does look really cool.
Clemency.
They're folding in on
Never heard of it.
themselves.
My turn. Watch this.
Yeah, so combat is not bad. Graphics are not bad. The tutorial's really nice. Wrong button. It broke those. Let's switch to him. Oh, we've got to collect here. Gotta remember, it's an RPG. There are things to find. We've got a map, top left. Guess there's a little hint. There you go, treasure.
The repulsion bridge has been shut down?
Yes, to stall the enemy, more or less.
But there's an enemy already up here, so it didn't do a good job stalling them. Nuts.
I told ya I could
Defend
fight.
herself because she's now being
With me out
targeted.
here, how can we lose?
And smack these guys.
You can't run.
It hasn't explained why some of the characters are attacking at the end,
Past
and others
victories don't
aren't.
guarantee
That's
future ones.
considering how good the tutorial has been up to now. It's a little strange that we have this thing that's happening. We don't seem to know why or have any control over it.
Hey, these shiny things. wear stuff like this.
No. Light cones are Garden of Recollection technology. They allow you to carry memories around. Very potent enhancement items. I heard the corporation paid a lot for the usage rights, but I've no idea how Herta managed to get hold of one.
They were acquired legitimately. That's all I can say. Take them. They're very useful in combat.
It was expensive for her to get it. Now we've just been given it like this. Collapsing sky. Yeah, what's this about? Select Albion. Equip. That's a cool little picture on the bottom right there. A little bit, maybe cryptic, it's not quite the right word, but not particularly descriptive, maybe. I guess it's like a lot of things in this game, a case of use it to find out. Can't see anything different from like the outside looking at it. Now this black
it?
thing,
We've
is this
reached the elevator
new?
already? That wasn't too many monsters. Ugh, probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have said that. Ooh, fancy. Alright. This is probably going to be our first boss.
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary.
Ooh, this is very fancy. Wow, that didn't do that much damage, did it?
You have the worst luck running into me.
Okay.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
I wonder if this is also like some sort of pause menu for the game. See, the character art. Whilst the characters themselves are very distinct, they're big, colourful, different shapes and sizes, the character art here is not that different. So the fact, if you look on the left side to try and see it, it's not immediately obvious. I am going to smack them. Because they are all weak to this. Alright, we've got rid of 2 of the lackeys. No, I thought we did. Whoops. I would have done blast if I had noticed.
You can't run.
That was a big hit. Sure, just attack it all out. Attack, really.
Check out this awesome move.
Do my frozen. Okay.
Batter up! It's too late to repent a tyrant now.
My turn. Watch this.
Let's make it quick.
Hindsight, I perhaps could have used her defense.
You have the worst luck
Who's,
running into
yeah,
me.
she's getting a bit low.
With me out here, how can we lose?
thinking about the ultimates. So I'm thinking her girl power is more of a case of when she uses shield, if someone hits that shield, she attacks. And it's probably that I've forgotten or misread something.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Whoa. So I was planning of quitting the game about here, or perhaps when we get to the central area. But we've now got to download so much data. 12,357 megabytes. That's what, 12 gigabytes.
Nice.
Now, do we get something to watch while this is happening? There it goes. So, Honkai Star Rail. There's no denying it's good. The graphics are some of the best I've ever seen on an iPhone. The tutorials, they stagger them nicely. They mostly make sense when they happen. We kind of pointed towards what we need to press. There's no video of what we're doing or what we need to do. It would perhaps be nice in the once we unlock the tutorial remembering section that we would get a video of what it would do. But yeah, the only thing I had problems with was basically the camera. The amount of movement you get on the left thumb with the directions feels like 2 or 3 or 4 times greater than what you get on the right with your thumb and the camera. So I was able to turn so much quicker with the character than I could with the camera. And that often meant lifting my thumb up, scrolling, putting it down to get the camera to align. So that's the biggest knock against it. And it's not a bad knock. It's a little weird that the story doesn't make much sense yet either. In the grand scheme, sure. They literally told us that things won't make sense now, but they will later. And I'm fine with that. But I don't know. The station's under attack, but there's no damage, there's no shaking, it doesn't quite match what the description of the event is. So I would say for this first hour, maybe not the best game, maybe not the best hour, but possibly later on as you keep playing and get more characters and do more stuff and get more story and backstory, then I can possibly see it definitely getting better, making more sense, being more cohesive. Unfortunately, Mobile Friday is all about that first hour. What happens when you start it for the first time? And for us, when we started it for the first time, there was an additional download. And we're stopping the video here because there's another additional download. This sucks. My commute in the morning is over an hour. So basically, this game is unplayable to me on my morning commute. So is this a mobile game? Or is this a console game on a mobile phone? And that's kind of the issue I have. There's no denying it's good, but is it a mobile game? And that'll be a great debate to have in the comments. I don't know if there's going to be an additional download after this download. There's already been 2. Is there 3? Is there 4? Is there an additional download every time there's a new event? I don't know. So if you have that information, let us know in the comments, because at the moment, is it the best mobile game? Possibly. Is it the best game designed for mobiles? Probably not. And for me, in this series, there's kind of an important distinction. Like with Cloud Monday, is it a game that can be streamed? Yes. Is it a game designed to be streamed? No. That's what we got here. So, yeah, interesting. I never thought we'd have this much of a think and debate and discussion about this game. It's very interesting. So, until the next Mobile Friday video, or until I see you checking out some of the other videos, playlists, or YouTube shorts, or maybe I'll see you over at Ko-fi. As a small YouTube channel, we get no money from YouTube, but with Ko-fi we can accept PayPal donations, and we have a couple of subscription tiers as well. And just before I go, my phone is warm. I was about to say hot, but unfortunately I didn't test the temperature, and it's been like downloading, so maybe it's cooled down a little bit. It's warm. Perhaps the hotter side of warm. So, yeah. Until the next Mobile Fighter video, take care.